Hello, everyone.
What's going
We're here
on?
again. We got Tim back.
Hey, Tim's back.
Tim's back. We also have John tonight. 2 guests, 1 week.
Glad to be here.
We're glad to have you.
Awesome. Tim, tell us about that washer and dryer.
Man, I don't think we really need to get into that this early.
Oh, I think we should.
I mean, it's a good place to start.
Well, it all begins with Jason's horror of a sister.
As do most good stories.
And that's not a subjective statement. That's absolute fact.
Okay.
Look it up.
Look it up.
You can Google that one.
Now, how horrish are we talking? Like, conceive
Babylon.
children in a government-issued vehicle at some point? Or
She did conceive a child in the back of a government-issued vehicle. That did happen. Yeah. You ever heard of such a thing?
It's the first for me.
Well, I never. She's such a horrible person. I married her after that. Because I made good decisions with my life.
as part of that wedding, did y'all get like a washer and dryer as a wedding gift, perhaps?
Well, you
or?
see, we got married. We lived with her parents for just a short time while we were looking for a house. Bought a house. We moved in. We didn't have a washer and dryer, so her grandmother graciously sent us a check and said, "Use this for whatever it is that you guys need for the new house." So we agreed to go ahead and buy a washer and dryer. Went up to the Lowe's store, picked us out a nice one. Front load, had that glass in the front.
One of them matching sets, wasn't it?
You could wash that some bitch spin.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. High efficiency. It was a cat's ass.
John knows all about this.
Yeah. Well, his help does. He doesn't shit about it. So, we have, and we're happily married for a while until I found out she's being a tramp. And when she did finally leave me, pause for effect. When she did finally leave me,
Did you just leave just to be done with you, or was there a gentleman caller?
well, I think there was a young man.
Was he from the same area, or
Actually,
out of state?
John, you're helping a lot. All right, well, evidently my wife found entertainment elsewhere within about 100-yard radius. That way she could put the kids down for a nap, scamper on over, get a little pickle tickle, come on back home.
Be that Stepford wife when Timmy got home.
That's right, all before Daddy comes back home.
Had that washer and dryer going full time.
Yeah, pleasure mode on that one. So, once she finally decided to leave and move in, well, not necessarily move in, but commit to being in a relationship with this other guy, while I was at work, she brought him to my house, took up all her shit, mostly, and also stole the washer and dryer that her grandmother gifted us as a housewarming present. Went 11 months without a washer and dryer just out of principle. Just so I could bitch about it.
Yeah.
I'll show her. I'll stink.
How come you didn't wash these kids' clothes? Well, bitch, we don't live close enough to the river. You know that because you and your boyfriend's down the road. I hate you, bitch. I don't know if Jason told you this or not, said bitch is now married to said young male caller.
They've already tied the knot.
And got a bun in the oven.
Goodness.
There's going to be another little tramp running around.
Moving fast.
And you want only the best for this new.
That's where I'm getting at. I feel like I should make it known because I try to be transparent. But I don't know if Jason told you this or not. But I was dating a friend. So basically what happened, my wife left me. I went and fucked her best friend. Got it?
All right.
So out of spite, being the bitch she did, she broke us up. And then when she came over to pick up my daughter one time, she goes, "So Tim, how's that relationship with Methuselah?"
Padge's offspring.
Yeah, that's right. Little saddlebag, wrinkly bitch. And
There's a lot of inside jokes that nobody's gonna.
I know. It's all right. I'm having a hell of a time. He started it. Y'all catch up. Episode 14. She said, "How's everything with you and old Methuselah?" I'm just not going to use her real name. Learned that trick last time. And knowing that she had broken us up, knowing that she had caused turmoil in my life, just to be a cunt about it.
Sure.
And I looked at her and said, "Rebecca, hope your child has Down syndrome. Please leave my house."
Got her out, didn't
We parted ways fairly peacefully. I I like to think it was all very amicable.
Yeah. I don't see anything wrong with that either. I mean, like, most people with Down syndrome are happy. It's the parents that struggle the most.
You know what? Amen.
Right?
And that's what I want. I want a happy child and a miserable bitch of a mom.
Yeah, it was the perfect wish.
Thanks, man. That means a lot.
No problem.
I like this guy. He's all right. Little high Jesus over here. I'm so glad to be back, fellas.
Indeed.
It's good to have you back, man.
Thanks, man.
You got the best stories.
Well,
Our one listener, I think, could agree with that.
listen, I don't know who this guy is, but I was telling Jason I'm gonna have a book signing for him. I don't know whose book I'm gonna sign, but I'm gonna sign one of them damn things.
You'll sign any book for
I don't
him.
give a shit. Pick one. Be a comic book. That way,
Be indicative of your life.
go ahead and grab the funny pages out of that Post Dispatch today. I'll ribble on that a little bit. Oh man.
My goodness.
Yeah. Well, John, what do you got?
Tell us something.
Compete with that.
I don't have any of them washer and dryer stories. And we don't live next to any neighbors. That's why I keep my wife where she can't see the neighbors. Because there ain't much to look at on the other side of the bed for her, I can tell you that.
What was it, marry or young?
Marry her young, when she don't know better, keep her in church where divorce ain't an option.
That's right. I fucked up somewhere. I caught up to mine after the government vehicle.
You got to catch her on the front side of that.
Yeah, you got to be more proactive, Tim. Damn it. Evidently why I'm going to be alone forever.
You got Archie.
Oh, I do have that idiot fucking dog. I love him, though. Dogs are fun. And you love him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to bring him down
I've been loved by him, for sure.
Matter of fact, next time I come down here, we're going to have him on the podcast. We're going to see what he has to say.
I'm down.
Just hear that tail thumping.
This whole podcast is going to have a beat to it.
It'll be better than our intro.
And amen.
I did see you guys shortened it last episode. I liked that.
No, did not.
Okay, it must have been. I know what it is now. I thought you did, but I was proud of you guys, and now I'm really disappointed. I realized just now in this moment what happened is YouTube, like when you highlight a video before you click it, it starts to play the video for some reason, and then you click it, and it starts wherever how long it's been going. And so when I clicked it, it was like right at the part where Trevor says whatever, and then it started and talking, and I was like, that was a perfect cut. They did phenomenally. But no, I just skipped the whole
the
hour
shitty
and a
parts.
half long intro
Yep.
and got to the actual podcast.
Yeah, you were proud, weren't you? That's how parenthood usually works, too. Boy, you're doing a hell of a job. Now quit fucking that up.
Just got to look for that silver lining.
Yeah, you had me there for just a second, you tricky little shit.
Got to be more like Jason. See the best in people.
And I try to get my kids to be like Jason. God knows I don't want to be like me. What a horrible existence that would be. It's more for their benefit than anybody else's.
We talked about this weekend. There ain't nowhere but up on that hill you're on right now.
That's right. When you're flat on your ass, you can't see nowhere but up.
But as you said, that some bitch is looking like a straight up wall.
Yeah, it's like climbing a redwood tree. I think if you're given the right resources and tools, you can make it. But I'm over here with a fork and a pack of ketchup or something. I can't climb this some bitch, save my ass. Man. And the COVID, it always keeps you down.
Well, with the gloves and the mask on, it makes it harder to climb.
It's hard to breathe. Damn. I gotta work on my cardio. More than one woman's told me that too.
Maybe it's been 30 seconds. I'm gonna need you to last a little bit longer.
I'm spent. I got mine.
Man.
Single ladies.
There are definitely no women that are subscribed.
If there are, I take back that single comment.
You may not want what's going to be coming on the end of that hook, Tim.
That might be the wrong demographic I'm fishing in. Catch another one fresh out of a government vehicle. There's a perpetual cycle going on here.
And some of them you may not be able to throw back either.
Man, That's one thing I'm thankful for. She swam away. It wasn't on me to throw back. That bitch escaped. It was the biggest blessing of my life. Oh, unanswered prayers, boys. That's what it's all about.
Getting philosophical now for us, aren't you, Deej?
Well, I can. We can dig in some shit. You're going to have to pose some questions, though. I'm not good at coming up with shit.
No, man. You're doing great.
You know how I handle stressful situations.
Great.
Just straight punch to the gut. Oh, man.
Tim loves the government. You can talk to him
No,
about that.
Tim does not love the government. That's not true.
Well, you were an order follower at one point, right?
I was in order. We established that last time. Yeah.
I think last time we were here too, it was like kind of the beginning of this whole COVID bullshit.
It was.
How's that treating you? Work wise or just
Tim's been socially distanced from the ladies for quite some time. He's had some practice.
That's pretty much his life as usual. I mean, you ain't got no friends, you ain't got no woman. Me and the old dog over there just breathing in each other's face. Unafraid.
Come here, Archie. Daddy's lonely.
We're thrill seekers, baby. Well, something's got to keep you warm at night, damn it. I ain't got nobody else paying my heat bill.
Saving on all electricity from not having a washer and dryer, though.
Amen, man. Let me tell you something. Once she left, a lot of things went down. Grocery bill, ramen noodles cheap. Peanut butter, ramen, we're good. Didn't have a whole lot of electricity going on. You just turn that heat off. You don't need that shit.
Woodford will keep you warm on.
Hey, man. Yeah. But between the Woodford and the hate, I'm hot as hell. Disappointment in myself. Just go to bed, hit myself in the face. Fucking idiot. Oh, I digress. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. This whole COVID thing's been a huge pain in my ass.
they make you wear masks at work or anything?
Yeah, they've gotten so it's really weird. Like so they broke out like middle of March probably.
Yeah.
And up until the 1st of May, I think it was like 3rd or 4th of May, it was just kind of wash your hands, use hand sanitizer, keep your distance from people, be respectful. Like when you go into patient rooms or something like that, be mindful of your bubble in their space or whatever. And that was really the biggest uptick of the whole COVID thing, right? And we're a hospital, so you'd think that if anybody's going to require somebody to wear masks and gloves and be, protected adequately, it'd be us.
Sure.
We didn't jump on that train until about 3rd or 4th day of May, and then all of a sudden it's like, you better wear a mask. You can't come in the building. So while all the numbers were going up, it's fine. You just breathe your ass off.
Sure. But now that we've opened everything
Once
back
we've
up,
opened back up,
you gotta put your mask on.
put your mask on.
Makes a lot of sense.
It's great. It's a real good time. I got chased out of Great Clips haircutting salon because I have a damn mask. You can't come in here. Fuck off.
I love just all the stares you get when you're out in public not wearing a mask by the people who are.
Yeah.
Like they just,
Oh, yeah.
it's like they're just looking at you like, you piece of shit. And I'm looking at them like, you piece of shit.
Thank you for
Elizabeth
being.
had one of her cousin's wives saw her at the grocery store with our kids like a couple weeks after it all started, and literally she said she saw her post on Facebook like pictures of her like moms with kids in Walmart complaining about having their kids. Why aren't they taking this more seriously? And this was like, I'm a stay-at-home mom and I've got to get groceries. Like, what are we supposed to do?
What do you want me to do?
What do you want me to do? If I leave my kids at home unsupervised, below,
Right.
at 10 and 8, I'm going to get my kids taken away from me.
Right.
I don't go to the grocery store, I can't feed them.
And weren't they saying that kids are pretty much safe for the most part for the longest time? You know?
Well, yeah.
But they're carriers.
Outside of
Yeah.
newborns or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
John, there's people that drive in their own damn car with the windows up down the highway with a mask and gloves on.
I see it every day.
It looks like it's like Homer Simpson down at the nuke plant driving down the highway.
The best is
270.
when you see them with rubber gloves touching their face.
Oh yeah.
Guys.
Oh, it's all time.
Damn it.
You'd have
this
to
germ-
change the gloves after every
Those aren't
surface you
sterile
touch, if
fingertips
that-
you put on.
Yeah.
They're
they don't-
latex
they don't-
gloves.
Fix themselves every time you touch them.
They're not self-repairing.
Yeah. What the hell?
And at the hospital, like I said, since we were mandated to wear these masks, every hallway you walk down, there's some guy just like fiddling with it and trying to squeeze it tighter on his nose. And these poor old dudes with glasses, they're all just all fogged up like that scene in the Titanic. It's awful. These poor guys with glasses are having a hell of a time. And I don't know. It sucks.
Yeah, I put a mask
So
on and my
stupid.
beard is just sticking out the bottom,
Yeah.
like keeping.
Well, it's like a
huge
filter,
hole.
though, right?
Like, I mean, yeah, it might catch some of the COVID.
Yeah,
and
it'll
keep
catch
it away.
that big COVID.
Yeah,
the
really
big
big
ones.
particles.
those little ones, they'll sneak by, but they ain't enough to hurt you.
There were some hospitals in this area that made like male nurses and doctors with beards
Shave.
Yeah, I was hearing about that.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to that point, but I hope we don't, but I can see it happening. Nothing is surprising at this point at all. All it takes is for, what's that bitch's name on CNN? That lesbian with the short hair?
Rachel Maddow.
Rachel Maddow.
That's MSNBC, though.
Fucking hoe ass. All it takes is for her to get online and be like, well, you men, you ain't doing shit with a beard.
The thing that makes me the maddest about it is if you believe the stupid crap that they say, which I don't,
You should.
even the stuff they're doing defies their own stupid stuff that they say. Social distance. So instead of letting you walk through one of 8 doors at Walmart,
They funnel you
we're
in
going
the
to
damn
funnel all
wall.
10,000 people through a 6-foot wide
Yeah.
section and make them all go through the same register, through the same.
It makes no sense.
Let's just clog everybody at the
Yeah.
central at the entrance and exit. Instead, it's just the dumb.
Yeah, so
Yeah, man,
they're
I mean-
limiting the surface exposure while demanding you stay further away
Right.
from infected areas.
Yeah,
because it
That's
has
not gonna work.
nothing to do with safety. Has nothing to do with
Daniel, it has
a
nothing to do
virus.
with a fucking virus.
Exactly.
Or a
It's
disease.
or
1984.
disease.
Anything.
Exactly. I mean, if this was to do with safety, you would have shut down the corporations and left the local bar open that has 20 people on a fucking Friday night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It makes no fucking sense.
But again, at the end of the day, I don't need the government to protect me
From anything.
from the risk of death. Like if Tim owns a business and he says, "Look, I don't know what I think about this, but I know I need to pay my bills."
Sure.
And I say, "Look, I don't know what I think about this, but I want to go have a drink at his restaurant." I don't need the government to say he can't keep open and I can't go there and pay him. for it.
Absolutely not.
If
It's
you
none
want
of
to
their
take that
business.
individual risk,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
you're
right.
accountable for yourself.
It's two adults consenting to do business together.
Well,
So
You know,
last
that's
year,
it.
last year in the state of Tennessee, you look up on the statistics, there was right at 1,100 traffic-related fatalities. If you believe the stupid stats, which I don't, because you get hit by a car and you die of COVID, but even if you believe their numbers, they counted as of today, I think the tally was like 329 deaths in the state of Tennessee. So double that total deaths in the state of Tennessee. So let's say you double that, and there's 700 by the end of the year. So you're half as likely to die of COVID as you are getting in a car.
John.
But everyone was going to drive up and down that
yeah.
road. I'm going to drive home with Tim tonight at 112 miles an hour. On
Right.
Amen.
Racing Mustangs.
Listen, yeah, I'm racing Mustangs. You want to go run them, Daniel?
Let's run them, dude.
I am
59's
down.
just right there. There's a good straightaway on it.
I'm gonna need John to stay here
Amen.
for his own health. Man, there's that many people that fall off a 3-rung ladder and die a year.
Yeah.
Like, it's so asinine. And the argument that they'll make as far as like, your establishment, if you want to come into my establishment or whatever the case is, it's not protecting yourself. They're protecting other people. So it's
But see-
essentially the government is protecting you from Caleb.
But it's the
Yeah.
same stupid.
It's the same damn
It's
thing
the
though.
same
Because if Caleb's
inconsistency
okay,
of vaccination. I don't want to vaccinate my kids. You want to vaccinate your kids. So, like you were talking about, Caleb, you look at me like I got 2 heads and I'm jeopardizing the planet. Well, why do you
Right.
care? Your kids are vaccinated.
Right.
Right.
What
I
kid?
don't
What
understand.
harm
I don't
is my
understand
kid
what the
going to do to
problem is.
your
Yeah.
kid?
Yeah.
damn it, let me kill my children. That's what I'm getting at.
Well, I mean,
Like God intended. I'm gonna beat them to death.
There's a couple rivers around.
We ain't gonna let them have fun, and we're eventually gonna be the one to put them out.
Amen. You keep them under that fun radar. They don't even know you're being mean. They don't see the other side of it. They can't bitch.
On a brighter personal note, you had a milestone recently, didn't you, with your son?
Where's
You
that?
sent Jason and I a photo. Been waiting on this moment for 9
Oh,
years,
man.
boys.
Listen
Poor
to
Liam
me.
out there just white knuckling the lawnmower across
Right
the
up
front
on that
yard.
push mower. He was getting it. I've been waiting for this day for so long, and I got that little son of a bitch.
Tim was telling us at the
He's
lake-
out there cutting grass like a Mexican,
He said,
just getting it.
he told me, he said, son, you get $5 for cutting the yard. He cuts the yard. He said, now you had to rent a mower from Dad, and you got to pay for the gas. He ended up owing Tim money back when he was done.
I'm gonna
Go
give
break into that piggy bank, son.
I'm gonna need you to cough up that $1.50. I did some math and
Your business model sucks, son.
rethink some of this shit. Get your ass out there weed eating.
But you ain't putting daddy's oil in that.
Yeah, that's right. You better go get your own twine. You better put a shoestring on that some bitch. That was a big moment for me, man. I sat there on the front. Well, after he figured out kind of how to do it, I sat on the front porch and just watched. And I thought, this is what parenting's about.
I'm there.
This moment.
That is the dream, right? I mean, you get to the point where your kids take care of all the shit. Like the shit you don't want to do. The shit you've had to do for forever.
Right.
It's their turn.
To contribute.
Yeah.
Do something.
Absolutely.
I got him doing everything, Daniel.
That's
He does
gold.
the dishes.
That's gold, man.
You wave at him. Liam, daddy's glass getting low. Something.
Yeah. Get that cold bottle out the freezer.
Woodford.
Woodford.
Getting a little low. Daddy's parched.
No, boy, go on back. You don't got enough ice in that son of a bitch.
I don't want to get watered down.
Redo it. You get daddy enough glasses of these, you might get a little sip.
You may get paid at the end of this, too. You know?
Here's a tip, boy. Get along. You're going to sleep real good tonight.
Throw daddy a blanket on the porch when you go inside.
He'll be out there in the garage drooling on that lawnmower.
You'll be on the front porch passed out.
Yeah. That's how we do it in Franklin County. We'll fit in right here at CC Camp.
Archie just running circles in the living room waiting for you to come in.
Just going ape shit crazy. You give that dog enough time. You know, motorcycles at the fair, they go in that ball.
Yeah.
Like, completely horizontal.
Right.
You give that dog enough time and space, I bet he gets there. he could defy gravity if you give him enough time.
What kind of dog you got?
It's a golden doodle.
Golden doodle.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
It's your bitch sister that wanted it.
I was going to say, that was her idea, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I hope so.
She wanted it and then left and wouldn't take the fucking
Was
thing.
that your nickname in the Marines? Come on here, Golden Doodle.
I'm a brunette.
Bring me that towel, boy.
You're going to need it. Oh, man. Yeah, he's
Goodness.
he's something. I do not recommend golden doodles for anybody. Ever. They should go extinct. They should have never been
They should have never.
conceived.
Yeah.
Who looked at a damn poodle and a golden retriever and thought, this is going to be good?
Yep.
I'd have done that. What the hell am I talking? Y'all watch what this motherfucker's going to look like.
Come on, look like Smeagol on it.
Yeah. All the legs, different sizes and shit. You go,
Back legs are taller.
oh,
He gets
stuff.
running fast. He somersaults.
You do the hucklebuck down into the road. What a horrible time. I'm going to bring him over. We're going to get him and Trixie going.
Good Lord. If they
We're
could
gonna
conceive,
create
that
the
would be
biggest
the
idiot on the
dumbest.
planet.
That'd be the dumbest animal ever.
It's going to be horrible. John's got this idiot dog, Trixie, and
Damn it.
she'd take a bullet to get patted on the head. She's the sweetest thing in the world, but she ain't got a brain between her ears.
She turns the right way. You can see straight through.
Hey, man, yeah, there's daylight. It may even be magnified. She's killing ants out there, cockeyed and shit.
Just like Tim on the lake this weekend, magnified. He stood up. People were putting on sunglasses, covering their eyes out
But
there.
I wore out that SPF 50. If there was any left in that bottle, it was but a drop.
He stood up. He was just reflecting light off the boat. It looked like a mirror twirling around on the boat.
He helped everyone else get a tan.
Here, Tim, come stand beside me. Radiate my way, baby.
Flash that leg up here, honey. It was every 30, 40 minutes. I mean, I was creaming that shit on. It was like butter on a bagel. Man, but I tell you what, everybody the next morning, everybody was bitching. It's hot.
Not
My legs
Tim.
are so burned. I can't move. Yeah. If only they made some kind of product that prevented such things from happening.
Tim lost
But
color this
no.
weekend somehow.
Yeah, I got more pale. More transparent.
92 degrees, not a cloud in the sky, and Tim's just turning pasty over there.
That's right. That's the way I like it. White as possible. That's not racist. That's in my own best interest. Because I don't tan. Like, I'm not Palomino. I'm not olive or Italian. I can't tan. I get red as a beet, hurt like hell, peel, pasty ass white.
Back to white.
That's-
There's
I'm the
no in
same way.
between. There's
I'm
no.
like-
I'm the same exact way. I cannot tan. Just burn and then white.
And I'm convinced, man, like, y'all are pretty. I mean, some of y'all got some little bit of color to your skin, right? Like olive or whatever heritage you got. White people, like us pasty folks, We burn different.
We burn different.
I mean, I've always tanned fine. I don't have any issues.
Well, congratulations.
You've also never owned a golden doodle either.
That's true. This is true.
Listen, we stack up my life, we'll find a lot of shit wrong.
We gotta pack that.
And that ain't even just relativity. That's just objectively fucked up. Nobody can argue it. Try. I hope there's some poor bastard out there that catches wind of this. Like, my life sucks worse than yours. We're going to have us a duel down at the front.
It may be more likely, Tim, you making people think, damn, I got it pretty, I'm going to be all right.
And hey, man, if I can be that blessing to somebody, it'll be all right.
They sat down on Monday evening and thought, man, my life sucks. Mm-hmm. They turn on old Captain Golden Noodle over there, and he's just...
I'll tell you what, yeah. They get a suicide call. They're going to just blast episode 14 across the loudspeakers.
I still got my damn washer and dryer.
You think you got it bad? Listen to this poor sumbitch.
He can't wash his clothes. Yeah. He's sitting in there stinging with a dog circling him.
Ain't got no sheets on the bed. Ain't got no clothes. John, she left me with one bowl, one cup. Which one even a cup is a fucking coffee mug. One small plate, like, them sandwich plates that are fucking useless. You get the big plates and you get the small plates in the set. She left me one of them small plates. She took half the damn towels. She took...
Cookware.
Oh, all the damn cookware.
Well, she cooked all the time, though, right?
She didn't cook shit. That bitch couldn't put together macaroni and cheese. All the cookware. I think she left me one skillet, but took the fucking lid. And it was the lid that went to just that skillet. It wasn't like one of them sets. It was like a separate bought pan.
You couldn't let anything simmer, could you?
No, we were full blast. Just splattering grease all over the fucking place. Archie's out there having a hell of a time catching it like snowflakes. Just lapping it up out of the air. I don't know what else was there. There's all the cookware, towels, my soul, self-respect, any amount of dignity I had left. I mean, before at least I'd be like, yeah, well, the wife at home. Well, fuck, not anymore. Just me and the dog.
And it's a golden doodle.
And the golden doodle. Yeah. Make sure you get that dig in every time. Because, I had forgot. It was a lot.
Turns out, too, when you thought she was home, she wasn't.
No shit.
She was walking around that lake.
She was walking around that lake. Yeah.
Why don't you tell that?
That fucking bitch. So, listen, I didn't even know we were having problems. Like,
and just if I may, this really pissed me off for you, Tim. I can't even dig at you for this. Like, I was furious when Jason told me this. For you.
Thanks. I didn't even realize we were really having problems. Like, we were kind of getting bickering back and forth, but she insisted on not working during the daytime hours, but instead watching the children. That way somebody else wasn't raising our children, which in principle and on paper alone, I can get on board with that statement, but damn it, we're poor. You got to bring money, right? So she decided, because I worked during the day, she was going to get a job at the McDonald's working night shift. Ass. So that way when I got home, I could take care of the children. She could go to work, right? Well, she usually got off about 11, when they fucking close. That's how that works.
Yeah.
11, 12 o'clock. Well, there were times, man, she was coming home at like 3:30. I'd hear that door like, creak open. Weird. Took off a long time to mop tonight. So, like, we started having a couple more
She ain't
problems.
mopped 3 hours since I've known her.
Yeah, no shit. She ain't mopped period since I've owned her. That's somebody still in the plastic. So, like, we started having some problems or whatever, and like fighting about a couple different things, and this kept, like, it was just all the time. It went from like once every couple weeks to almost every damn night. And finally, I was like, where the fuck you been? Like, the place you work at closes at 11 and reopens at 4. You damn near just built onto that cycle,
Yeah.
right? You just bridged the gap. Well, her excuse or her reasoning was, well, me and my friends, after we got off, we went to the public park that closes at dark and walked around the lake and just chatted, just talked it up. What fucking friends? Because you've done nothing but talk shit about the people at the McDonald's for the last 6 months. But now all of a sudden you're late night buddies and you're going to go traipse around this lake. And
Trespassing at the park.
Which is trespassing. It's government property, damn it.
You should have saw it coming.
Well, Tim,
this was a red flag, boys.
We know she does crazy things on government property, so I mean, true.
I mean, that's true.
That's true. She probably fucked on that lake, too. She's fucked everywhere else. I mean, hell, I want you to be perfect.
You're like, looking back, of course she did.
Of course she did. Why wouldn't she? I mean, shit, what am I thinking? I'm just a conventional. That's bed, sofa, fuck, whatever. Not her ass. So later on, come to find out, because he was so close to the house, I mean, am I wrong? Could you hit his house with a 7-iron?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Absolutely, right? I mean, you on a real good day, you can get him with a pitching wedge.
Got the right wind.
If you got that right wind, that back wind, yeah. But it turns out she was going over there, and then and there were times I was getting up and leaving for work at 5:30 in the morning at that point. And she was walking in the door at 5:26.
Shit.
And this is when things started getting real tense, real problems were developed, and we were having real issues, whatever. But I was always like, "Damn, you're punctual." Well, when you're 30 seconds down the fucking road, you can be on time, just about anywhere.
That was an easy commute, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, she just poked out the window and just saw the house. Well, better get back.
I see the light on. He's stirring.
Yeah, he's stirring. Yeah. Look at him pace. Look at him pace.
Jesus.
That asshole. Yeah, there were all kinds of excuses, that kind of shit. And then before that happened, I think it was before she was working, she, when she was home all the time, she took our kids and dropped them off at my family's house. Could you watch kids for a couple hours? Got some stuff to do. Well, it turned out the stuff to do was named Ryan. So that was great. My family's watching the children while she's going over getting dicked down by Ryan.
Dick down.
Pound them guts, John.
Pound him, spreading that seed.
That's right. She's laying seed all over Franklin County. Boys beware. She's a temptress. She'll get you. I hope she never listens. I got a feeling it's going to look bad in court. Especially when I bring Maddie on next time. Do we like Colin? No. That's all right. Good job. So, anybody else's life suck? I mean, is it really just me? I got 4 motherfuckers staring at me, waiting for the next piece of shitty part of my life.
Yeah, what's next, Tim? What else did she do to you?
Listen, buddy, I'm only 31. We got a long way to go.
A lot of chapters of the story left to right, aren't there?
Yeah. We're barely out of the preface here.
He got a brand new washer and dryer.
Boy, I did too.
Did you?
Yeah, it's not quite as nice, because I'm broke. But
Can you see through it?
no,
Damn.
Yeah, it's got them solid fucking doors. You don't know if that son bitch is washing or not. You just open it, it's just kind of wet.
It's like a fucking dishwasher. You never know what's going on
You
there.
don't fucking know.
You know.
Like your love life, you just hope it's a little wet.
I mean, I wake up, there's a little wet spot. I don't know what the hell happened. I know there ain't been no woman in the house. That's
Maybe an archer.
He's over there.
He looks over, there's a Woodford bottle empty poured over to the side. He's thinking, man, I don't know what really went down here last
I'm
night.
not sure.
Archie's in there with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
Scratching his belly. You want to give me some bacon? Folks, that ain't like a special 4th of July. That's like Tuesday. This is going to be tomorrow. This is going to happen.
That's what happens when you go home.
Yeah, that's why I hate going home. Just never can tell what that little tricky bastard's up to. You get enough Woodford in me, it's hard to say what's going to happen. It could be a mess, could be... Never mind.
Don't stop.
I'll just keep that in myself.
Boundaries, Tim.
I do have standards, fellas. Listen. They ain't very high, but they're there. I've learned to just let them fall naturally as I get pounded down by life. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you've gotten rid of the worst part of your life. It's up from here, man. Let's got it like that.
Well, it sure as fuck ain't down.
That's right.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It's like I said earlier. Let's just start that climb.
That's right.
I'm fat and old.
It's like the Miley Cyrus song. It's the climb.
Fuck Miley Cyrus.
Listen to the song. It might
That
help.
stupid little titty bitch. I don't want to know
Listen,
any
go
songs.
home, turn on some Miley, curl up with your golden noodle. You can start to
My
feel
golden
golden noodle.
noodle. Party in the USA.
You can bring Archie too.
Oh, God. I told you, damn it, I'm a brunette.
You'll have your brown noodle and your golden noodle.
All
What
in
a
one.
time it'll be.
Oh, boy. Have that Dirty Dancing soundtrack in the background.
Tim comes in with that melody. I've had the time of my life riding Archie through the living room.
We're going to try that jump all these days.
Liam walks in and says, "This can't be my dad."
Dad, what the hell's happening?
Yeah, it's Wednesday at 10.
Liam, call your mama. She needs to come get you. I can't. The music's playing on your phone. Well, don't turn it off.
This is my favorite part.
Wait till I'm done. It won't be long, son. Don't worry. Never is.
In fact, it's kind of surprising you're here.
Yeah, well, you ain't got a whole lot of chance to pull out when you're barely in. Still on that in stroke. I thought you were going to pull out. Fuck, I didn't have a chance. I don't know what happened that night.
I don't know what happened in the last 10 minutes.
Actually, I do. Tiffany drove to the hospital in labor because I was too drunk to drive. And on the way, I made her stop at the gas station so I could get a can of dip. Again, not a proud moment.
Well, we don't know what went wrong in that relationship.
Well, I think that was doomed from the beginning.
Tiffany was
Tiffany is the first wife.
first wife. That's the one that was
The original.
the one that you were with when you were in Hawaii.
That is the one I was with.
When you were telling that lady, "Get away from me! You're not my wife."
Tiffany would be the wife.
Tiffany was the wife. I got
Tiffany
you.
was the wife, yeah. So this bitch, and I'm pretty sure she tricked me into like having a kid. I can't prove it, but I'm convinced of it. And that's all I need. See, because when you go on these training operations, they're anywhere from like 20 to 40 days or whatever it is, right? And we had we were up in this mountain, and there was one day it was just like a down day. We were doing some maintenance and cleaning guns and doing some shit, taking a shower for once. And I was talking to her on the phone, and she says, "Well, I ran out of my birth control." I'm thinking, well, that's all right. You know, we just go down to the Navy, the pharmacy down there. It's free. You just go down there, tell them you need your refill, because that's where you got it from the first place. And they'll give you a refill. Didn't think another thing of it, right? This was like day 20, 25. So, I mean, I'm humping air at this point. I'm ready to get it. And
I'm going to get it.
Yeah. I got something. He's cutting grass. And this is like day 23 or whatever. We get home like day 28, something like that. And when you come home from a month-long field op at 20 years old, 21 years old, there ain't no making love. You just fucking. Right? So we're taking the pain train to Pound Town on this one. And we get home, and that damn door didn't shut, and I was naked. And didn't think nothing of it, right? Because she's supposed to be on birth control. She has been for a year, and we already had the discussion. Go get your shit refilled,
Right.
you know. That way,
You made that clear.
that way, daddy
free.
doesn't become a daddy, and it's free. That's right. And so a couple days go by, and again after 30 days, you know, you ain't skipping none. It's like feast or famine, right? So you're gonna get it when you can, because you never know when you're gonna leave again. So I was getting it. 4 days go by, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And about a week later, she looks at me, she goes, you know, still need to go up to that Navy pharmacy and grab that birth control.
I can see your exact
I said,
face.
fucking what? What? You didn't do that yet? She's like, no, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I said, where do you think that shit's been going? I ain't got you a towel in over a week. So I don't know if you know what causes this or not, but oh, sure as shit. There was a plus sign on that little pee stick about a week later. That's how Liam was conceived. And then later, 9 months, fast forward 9 months, and she's big as a damn house. You gotta try to fuck that. It don't just come natural. Yeah, it's hard. You can't be on you high center like a balloon up there, like a 4-wheeler on a cliff. So
bottomed out.
Yeah, bottomed out.
You paint quite the picture, Tim. I mean, this.
Listen, Caleb, I ain't never been accused of being bottomed out in nothing. So she's big as a fucking Buick, and on base we have these, they have they call them wing nights at the local tavern, right? It's like 25-cent wings and 50-cent domestic beer, so bottled beers or whatever. Hell of a deal, right?
Fucking hell.
Military benefits, buddy.
Yeah, dude.
I know a recruiter. I can get you in touch. So, like I said, she's bigger than shit, and
You've made that clear.
I didn't know she'd be touching you right now. With her belly. You look like a damn torpedo, like Fat Man hanging outside. And I said, babe, can we please go to wing night with the guys? One more time. We're getting ready to have this kid. She wasn't due for like another 2 weeks or whatever. Can we go to wing night with the guys one more time, have a good time, have a blast, get it all out of our system, right? Because once the kid comes, obviously that's not the expectation is that we're going to be skipping these kinds of things. So she agreed because she was always very nice like that. She was always willing to do whatever. We went and we didn't get shit. I got fucking hammered. Like real hammered. Shots for hours. I was eating wings. And I had shit all over my face. It was a mess. And we get home and she got to looking at me, old daddy. We get home.
Who resist that look right there, Tim?
Come get me look. With that drool hanging out.
That come hither stare of yours.
Cross-eyed and my shirt's half tucked in. She couldn't resist, folks. I don't know what to tell you.
Who could blame her?
You stick around, I'll give you some pointers. So, yeah, we get home whatever time it was, 1-ish. And by 1:02, we were done. And I'm drunk, so fucking drunk. And about an hour later, I wake up to her beating on my chest like I was dead and she was trying to resuscitate me or something. Punching me straight in the sternum. And I'm so drunk I can't figure out what the fuck is going on. And she goes, we gotta go, I'm in labor. We're having this baby. You're gonna have to drive. Or call a fucking cab. Because I ain't driving shit. And the rest of it's a little fuzzy. But somewhere along there, on the way there, while she's in labor, driving this truck that I had, it's like an F-150 or whatever it was, driving this truck, I said, hey, hit that gas station. She goes, what the fuck do you want? So I need a little dip. Gotta get my grizzly in. She did, God bless her. And we made our way to the hospital, and I'm texting everybody, because some of them guys are still out. In Hawaii, bars don't close down until 4 in the morning. So I'm texting everybody hey man, we're having a baby. Boo!
Bring a beer.
Mm-hmm. Actually, it was Jack in the Box. So I had 4 of my friends show up in a cab with a bag full of Jack in the Box, and we ate out in the lobby. And it got to a point where they kicked all of us out, and I had to plead with the nurse to let me back in because my wife was having a baby. She didn't know the Jack in the Box was a thing, so I come in with that. When you order a large Jack in the Box. Y'all got Jack in the Box right here? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, guys.
I know what it is, but
so it's just a burger chain, right?
Sure.
They have sourdough burgers or whatever. But when you order a large at Jack in the Box, it's like a 5-gallon fucking bucket of Coke. It's ridiculous. It doesn't fit in a car seat car seat. Damn it! It doesn't fit in a cup holder.
Yeah,
that's why I'm single. And so I come traipsing in with this 84-ounce Coca-Cola, and she's like, "Where the fuck did you get that?" All the fellas, they dropped by and brought some burgers. We've been out there having a good old time.
I'd give you a sip, but I mixed some Jack in here. So.
I think they frown on that one a bit. And them nurses, man, I'll never forget some of the looks I got from them nurses. They were being bitches about it.
No one gave you a World's Greatest Dad t-shirt before you left the hospital, did they?
There's a stark difference between wife 1 and wife 2.
What happened with wife 1?
What do you mean?
Like, I mean, she sounded cool. She let you get grizzly
Yeah,
on the way to the
she
hospital.
sure did.
Or
Drove
something
herself.
got it
What
for
happened?
you.
Like, what was the end result?
Did she run in and get it too?
No, I think I bumbled in there and got that bad boy.
You sounded like a keeper.
You know what? She was. And I left her.
You fucked that one.
I fucked that one.
I got you.
Which is just more on the cycle of my life is shit, and I make horrible decisions.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird. Like when you get back from the military, it's hard to like assimilate back into the civilian culture, and like you've been at this point at this time wearing these clothes, doing this thing for the last 4 years, and it's very structured. Even on the weekends,
Yeah.
Like you still just because that's part of your grain now. It's part of your life.
They've brainwashed you.
They
and you need
brainwash
someone to tell you what to do on a daily basis. And if you don't
Boom.
have it, you don't know what the fuck
And
to do.
then they drop your ass off like a fucking orphan at the Catholic Church and say, "Good luck."
Hey, good luck, then.
And you don't know what to do. Like I had a wife and a 4-month-old baby. Didn't have a skill other than blowing shit up. I didn't have a pot to piss in, window to throw it out of. I mean, it was horrible. So, and we were living with her mom, which she's a lovely woman, but I can't fucking stand her. She's from New York and just embodies everything New York, and it drives me nuts. And so she was pissing me off. I'm back home, and I'm still only 22 years old, so I'm watching all my friends go out to the bars and like go out on the river all night long or go floating for a weekend, not having a care in the world, and I'm tied down with this boy because I didn't have like the real values of marriage or like being in a family. Those weren't there yet. They hadn't been established. And to my father's fault, they were never really established early in life either. So it just kind of got to the point I was like, I don't want this life. I want to go do fun shit. And having y'all here, I can't do that fun shit. So I made the asshole move and said, I'm leaving. And that's pretty much, in a nutshell, that's how me and Tiffany ended up splitting.
Yeah.
And I've told her, I've told Jason. I will never ever make that sound like it was her fault. It was all on me, 100%. And she was really a pretty decent wife. Like she cooked, she cleaned, she took care of me. Like she was supportive. Yeah, take
Tall
care of me.
order right
That's a
there.
big order, boys.
Got him a can of snuff on the way to the hospital while I was having a kid.
Tell me that. Damn it, let's take a poll. Do you have a girlfriend or do you have a wife?
Yeah, I have a wife, yeah.
Any of your wives doing that? Driving to the hospital and laboring will stop off at the gas station and get you a little packer of dip?
I wouldn't make that claim.
I wouldn't have made that
wouldn't put money on
request. I ain't gonna stop, but you're damn sure gonna need to get to the hospital before I do.
I'm gonna whoop your ass.
My wife is actually like 7.5 months pregnant right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, here in about a month and a half, give her a shot.
We'll have to test it out.
Listen, boys.
We'll come back.
Yeah.
Hear about how it went.
Yeah, and we'll compare stories. There we go. I bet you yours go just fine. We just get liquored up. Knock it out of the park one good time. Break that sack open. We'll get there. I got faith in you, Caleb. You can do this, man.
I want to do my best.
I know you will. This is not called best. Ain't nothing best about this shit.
This is the "Don't Let This Happen to You" chapter.
Yeah, that's the title of the book. Fuck Chapper. I found a book. Now he's got to get some good material. I wonder where we might acquire such. Nobody knows. It's going to be a nonfiction. So, yeah, Tiffany was and she's still great. She's just kind of, I don't know. She's had a rough go at a lot of stuff. You missed a story. I won't tell you.
Man.
Yeah, he asked the question and then left.
And then left. What happened with that? Be right back. We didn't take commercial break. Ain't no way paying for this shit.
So true. No one will ever pay for this shit.
I got so excited one day. I was watching one and I saw the yellow lines on YouTube, and I'm like,
Fuck,
we got ads?
we got monetized?
I was like, how the hell did that happen? And why didn't they tell me? And it just goes straight past it. No ad. I'm like, oh, okay.
Those are just there by
This is where that
default.
would be. If you guys have good content.
Exactly.
You bunch of bastards. Look what you could have. You fucking suck at this. You got some drunk Marine hitting women on there. Shit. Yeah. Anyway, Tiffany was great. I left her. I was an asshole. The end.
Got it.
But he got him a can of dip on the way to the hospital.
That's well.
And you missed the part where Caleb was going to try that out in about a month and a half.
Yeah, I'll see if I
And
can
then going to come back
Yeah.
and tell how that goes.
Yeah, man. I was all excited. He said, my wife's about 7.5 months pregnant right now. I said, man, I got you. She gets to be that high center spot.
Break that sack. Is what
Break that sack. Knock it out of the park. I'm just here to hit dingers. I don't know about that.
Oh man.
Yeah. John, what do you got?
Yeah, what do you got, John?
Nothing.
A lot of
damn
fucking money. We know
Yeah,
that.
tell us what it's like to be a
What's it
rich
like?
man.
What's it like to be a rich man, John?
Well, I inherited most of my wealth.
Your fucking ass.
I really came. I came from a real silver spoon upbringing.
Amen.
Just had a silver spoon in my mouth. No, my mom sold the silver spoon for a pack of cigarettes.
Got 3 packs of Pall Malls on that one, didn't you?
No, she was a true kind of gal.
She was buying the Lucy's.
Paying 50 cents a lick. Light one with the end of another.
Oh. John didn't inherit nothing. He just has
Certainly
it all,
not good looks.
He just has it all given to him by life.
Life loves John. There's no doubt about that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm giving you.
Not single, ladies.
Not single.
Don't worry.
Surprising fact, he's still married.
She ain't gnawing her leg out of that bear trap.
Oh no, you better not let her go. You never find a damn another one.
And she's a good one.
There ain't too many women lined up to be rich, are they? Have everything provided for them, not work, sunbathe by the pool all day long. What a life she's got, poor woman.
Bet you can see through your fucking washer.
You can watch both of them spin, baby.
Man, that's the mark. That right there is a mark. That's somebody doing it right.
Yep.
My fucking tin metal doors ass over there. CC camera fucking shit up.
Yeah, if anybody wants to track you down, man, use the name of both.
103 CC Camp Road, Union, Missouri. Come get it.
Bring a can of Grizzly.
I tell you what, if you stop off at the station, get you some Grizzly and a Woodford. Doors unlocked. Just watch that damn dog when you come in. He'll try to fuck you. Trust me, I know.
Man.
You think I care? People know where I live. I don't give a shit. I don't have anything. What are they gonna steal? The dog?
That new washer and dryer.
That new washer and dryer, son of a bitch. Cancel that. Can we edit that out?
It'd be funny if it became an internet thing. People just kept stealing his washer and dryer.
Oh
Posted it.
Posting pictures of it.
Motherfuckers. Some weird truck outside peeled off when I got home.
They just take it and leave it across the state and send them an address where you pick it up.
They'll take all of them down the street to Colin's house. Heard you might need another one there, big dog. Damn it.
Man.
It's a great life. You live, John. Have everything handed to you. No stress.
That's true. Too blessed to be stressed.
Amen to that. Hey. My God almighty.
Like that old guy Jason I played cards with one time. He had a hat. Said that on it.
Too blessed to be stressed?
Yeah.
He also had a naked woman tattooed on his arm.
He did. Jason threatened to hit him in the head with a chair.
made a stupid call. You should lay it down.
Fucking WWE.
$200
chair?
was a lot to me at that point. You made a stupid call. God love you.
Listen, like $200 still a lot to me. That ain't a tree I
with you.
climbed out of.
And I was like,
That's that redwood you're still trying to get
That's
up,
right.
isn't it?
That first limb is being able to pay a mortgage payment on time. It's a tricky sumbitch too. Elusive. I'm convinced it's one of them arrows like the kids got that's got the suction cup on it. They keep moving that motherfucker on me. Yeah.
Move it up a little bit.
Gotta be quicker than that.
Work for it, Daddy.
Yeah. Liam's hiding my liquor glass again. Little bastard. I'm not above drinking out of the bottle. I would rather not. I've got more class. Clearly.
it's hard to get that Mountain Dew in that bottle.
It is hard to pour a Mountain Dew in the top of the Woodford
Fucking
bottle.
holding ice cubes in his mouth.
Yeah.
Pour a little Mountain Dew. Pour a little
You got him a couple crazy straws stuck in both.
Very straw. I'm gonna have that hat. Little hard hat with the straws.
Bottle of Woodford and Mountain Dew.
That's right. Hey, 50-50 is just about right. That'd be hell. I wonder if they sell them still.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
I'd get it. That boy's out there cutting grass. I ain't got shit else to do.
That'd be quite the picture. 9-year-old Liam out there bushing. They look up at him on the porch. He's just sitting there with a hat on.
That straw is getting hot from friction. He wanted to switch out this hose here pretty soon, boy. Get Daddy that hot water hose off the car.
Man.
Yeah, well, I bet he might get a little more than $5 that day.
Got about an hour.
We're at an hour?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Time flies when we're living your life with you.
I mean, I don't know.
Time flies. It's going slow as shit for me. I can't wait till this motherfucker ends. I thought about ending it myself. Just let this one play out. Get that book writ and we'll figure out what's happening. Don't let this happen to you.
An autobiography. Tim Schnitzel.
Tim Schnitzel. Yeah. You'll get an honorable mention in there.
Oh, there we go. Section of the golden noodle of my life.
That'll be a chapter called The Rich Prick. One true friend and a rich prick. Love the hell out of them, though. Caleb, what's been going on with you, man?
Not shit.
Not
Just
shit.
having a pregnant wife.
Just having a pregnant wife? That's plenty of shit.
It's
in
enough
there, bro.
shit,
That's
right?
enough shit, man. God dang. Fucking women. Jason, we've talked about this whole turtle thing. How we fall short of. I mean, you know,
Turtle thing. Did you say turtle thing?
turtles. They got shells and they swim and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sea turtles, you know.
Yeah.
See, when sea turtles, they go to have eggs, right?
Right.
First of all, anywhere in the animal kingdom, they ain't got to put up the shit us humans do. These fucking women. My feet hurt. Shut up. You ain't done no dishes all damn day. I don't want to hear it.
He's still single, ladies.
He's still single. That ain't changed from 20 minutes ago. Come
We
a
ain't got no
calling.
call in line.
The hell we don't. That's my cell phone.
That's all right.
That's the only thing you ain't giving out.
573-578-4008. Call it up.
There you go.
I expect to hear from all, 30 of you?
No, they don't make it this long.
That's true.
15 minutes in just to get that number on there.
Yeah, you got to give that out at the beginning if you want people to call you.
You want to give him a little taste before he gave him the full entree. One of them double entendres.
Yeah, well, you can't go in all at once. You got to spit on it first. Just the tip, baby. See how it feels.
That's all you need, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, back to these turtles. So these guys got some shit figured out. So not only do we have to deal with pregnant women, Caleb. Yep. But see, when they go to lay eggs, they swim up on a beach and they find themselves a nice sandy spot that's somewhat protected from like predators and stuff, and they just drop their eggs there. and then they fucking leave.
They just jet.
They get the fuck out of there before them little bastards hatch
Yeah.
and become dependent. And then, when they do hatch, they just know to make their way down the sand to get to that water.
Yeah.
And then after that, it ain't like mama's waiting down there in the water, right? She's gone.
Yep.
She's out getting
Figured
plowed
that
by
shit
some
out.
other daddy turtle. this turtle's reminiscent.
He got away with words, doesn't he?
Yeah, poet. Ain't been told that before. So, mama ain't there. So these little baby turtles have made their way. They know to go towards the water, and then once they get there, they know that they've got to find food for themselves.
That's right.
And most, was like 50% probably, actually
Something.
succeed. I mean,
Yeah.
there's definitely like
Half of them get-
there's some
at least
bastard
30%
fish out there going, "You're
Get
gonna
eaten
fucking
before
go."
they get to the
Yeah.
water.
Huh?
Right.
I don't know why
30% at
it's
least
so
gets
big.
eaten
This is
before they get to the water.
I mean, I know
that.
about
Something like
the
that.
sea
Probably another
turtles and
20
how
get
they
killed
get
when
Killed
they're
in the water.
I don't know the
So,
exact numbers on it, but
So, 3 or 4 out of 10, they're all right. That's pretty good odds, considering the circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
But then they grow up, right? No, not fucking humans. We got to deal with that bitch for 9 months. And then we have these little dependent things just latched on like leeches for 18 fucking years. And you can't get rid of them. And if you do, you go to jail. Give me turtles any day. They got some shit figured out. They're far advanced.
I'll give you.
Turtles. You ain't even got no kids.
I don't.
I want to hear your shit.
No. I'm trying to hold it off as long as I can.
Amen, brother. Stay strong. Don't let her fool you.
It's gonna happen.
Check that pill pack.
It's gonna happen.
She's gonna tell you, I need to go to the pharmacy. You better damn well drive her ass to the pharmacy. That bitch gonna come back with nothing but a Mountain Dew and Snickers bar.
Pregnancy test.
And a pregnancy test. I'm gonna get this one. Get them liquored up and latch on tight. Fucker. Sorry for the language. Not really. I believe in freedom.
That's right.
Yeah. As long as it's granted by the state. So Caleb's getting ready to have a baby. John, what do you got going on new? Anything new? Bought that car.
Bought it for you, Tim.
Used.
Used car.
Yeah.
Yeah, you let me drive it.
I think we were all worried about your finances for a minute there.
I appreciate the concern.
You all right, man?
Everything okay? You dive
This is
below
so
that 500K mark?
What just happened?
What the fuck's going on, bud? Take a risky investment down there in Tunica?
It was a bad couple months at the poker table.
Jumped in the wrong roulette. Some old boy had sticky tape on red 20, didn't he?
Old senior's been beating me in that Omaha game.
Damn it. John Moore. Yeah, man, this thing's broke.
Well, we didn't pay much for it.
I fixed it.
We didn't bring John in on this endeavor at
Man,
the beginning,
if
so
you did, we
we
wouldn't
couldn't
be-
afford very much.
If you did, you wouldn't be sitting in this living room.
Oh, absolutely
We'd have a
not.
studio.
We'd have a real studio. That's-
Some old bitch in the back behind the glass running shit.
yeah.
Enough
Mike-
microphones for everybody. Jason just sitting over there, running the controls like Houston. Well, shit went wrong, Jason. I don't know when you plan on hitting that kill switch.
And we definitely got a problem.
Like a Challenger blew about 58 minutes ago.
didn't everybody
Actually, it was-
that die on that, like, aren't there pictures of them in positions after the fact and they're all actually still alive?
You talking about
The Challenger.
is that the spaceship?
Yeah, that blew up.
It blew up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You think they're still alive?
Yeah.
It's a conspiracy theory, at least, but I've seen
They're still
some-
alive.
Every single one of them has been documented alive.
We've never been out of the Earth's orbit, Tim.
This is going to be a 2-hour episode, Jason. Better buckle up. What do you mean?
You think we went to the moon?
Yeah.
Dude, we can't live stream this right now without it fucking breaking up. You think they
Well,
fucking
because you
stream
guys
that?
suck.
You can find the best Twitch streamer out there, He can't fucking have a whole fucking stream without his shit breaking up at least once. You told me they streamed that shit from the moon in '69? The fuck out of here!
And, you know, if you go,
we still have cords on our phones for another 35 years, but we're fucking live streaming video of Armstrong bouncing around,
FaceTiming from the moon.
Zoom call coming in.
it was just Stanley Kubrick. He made a nice little film, and they played it for everybody.
It was a good film.
Yeah,
I mean, considering he did well.
I think they went to the moon.
If
I
they
just don't
did,
think what the
Caleb
footage
thinks they went to the moon.
was.
if they did,
them
which is
on the
possible,
moon.
maybe they did, but that what everybody saw in '69 was not legitimate.
You don't think so?
No, and even if we did, we haven't been outside of the Earth's orbit since then. Why? You tell me why. Why would we not go
They
back?
claimed that the technology was destroyed and it'd be too expensive to recreate it.
Good one.
What?
That's what NASA says, and they also
We
say
just
that
printed $2 trillion
Yeah.
to give to
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
people.
they also say that all of the original
Not John.
Not
He
John.
didn't get any.
Well, where do you think they got that $2 trillion at?
It's on loan.
Yeah, what kind of interest rate you pulling down on that, John? Old Trump call. John, I need to talk to you about it. It's going to be great. I've talked
Damn
to
it,
everybody. Again, Trump? Fuck! You know
I
what?
had to buy a used car.
You got me out here in used cars. Fucking gym shorts. I can't have nothing. You remember that casino back in Atlantic City, don't you, Don? Really went belly up quick. You can't run shit. I don't know, man. Have we not been outside the Earth's orbit since then?
No,
How do we have people on the space station? Or are you?
that's
considering
in the Earth's orbit.
Well, so is the moon then.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No, most definitely not.
Definitely not.
it
Definitely
orbits the Earth.
It orbits the Earth,
but
but it's not.
out of the stratosphere, the thermosphere. I'm not exactly sure. Wherever the satellites are,
We haven't
like
been
a-
past where the
there's an
satellites
extra
go.
layer. I don't know all of my technical lingo.
I see. And
But-
what do you think it would take extra for the ships to get beyond that point?
I mean, isn't SpaceX about to do a launch coming up in the next couple of months?
I haven't looked into it. I wouldn't know.
I didn't read the article, but I saw it, and I think they are about to.
Now, when you say
do one
we,
in
are we
Georgia.
talking about like the human race or like the United States?
The human
Hasn't been
race?
out. Okay.
When I say
Like,
all of us.
collectively.
Collectively, we have not left. The only thing we do is we go up to the space station and we orbit the Earth,
Okay.
and we haven't done that since they claim we went to the moon in '69 or '67 or whatever.
69.
69.
Yeah. Okay. So we have not
That is
gone
weird.
outside
That's
of
interesting.
orbiting the Earth's atmosphere or whatever since '69.
And they claim that all of the original data collected from the moon landing is either lost or destroyed.
Convenient.
Yeah.
Yep.
They have none of it. And the people that work the archives are kind of
What do
like,
you mean they
it's
have
kind
none
of
of it?
weird.
The fuck?
Like, they're like, we don't know where it is. It's not here, and it's either been lost or destroyed.
I mean, it's not like it was digital. You know how much fucking paper that is?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's very odd.
What happened, John? You got insider news on that kind of
I
shit.
got nothing on that.
He's in the elite. He's
I can't say.
he's wealthy enough to know all the secrets.
You have to check with a guy cut your grass. John has a millionaire cutting his grass.
I believe it.
It's not a joke. John, why don't you go ahead and regale us with
I
that?
will
Tell us
not.
about this millionaire grass cutter.
You will or
got.
I will. And I promise you want to.
I mean, there's really nothing to tell. Like,
All right, I got it. So John, he's too good to cut his own grass.
that is
Yeah,
not,
we
first of
know
all,
that.
that's not true.
He's also wouldn't let anybody that doesn't have $1 million cut his grass either.
There are times where I don't have time to cut my grass.
So he put. Oh well, fuck. Cry me a river, jackass.
We ain't all got 9-year-olds to push.
Amen. I only got that measly third of an acre too.
Could you imagine Liam pushing his yard?
Oh fuck. He'd be 18 by the time you get to the other side. You got to start over again.
Hey, man.
Yeah. So John went to a buddy of his and said, "Hey man, yeah, I guess he does his company.
He has a
He has
landscaping
his
company.
landscaping company. He said, "Hey man, you got anything anybody might come cut my grass?" And he was like, "Man, I don't want to come fuck it up." You know, that kind of pristine,
That's right.
like golf course type
right.
shit that you got.
Fountains and stuff
Fountains,
around it.
naked women running around
Yeah.
with wine glasses and shit.
Tigers everywhere.
Tigers.
You just can't have some old Jesus out there yakking the lawn down. You can't go pick up a couple of boys down to Home Depot. So he says, man, let me make a call. I might know a guy. So he makes a call. I don't know this guy's name. Don't say it. Okay. So we don't need to know it.
Yeah.
Listen, 2-time MVP
As-
of the NFL. Super Bowl champion. All-Pro. Made the Pro Bowl. 18 years in a row, Jason? 16 years in a row. I mean, some shit.
Story's grown a little bit.
John,
Those stats may be bad.
Yeah. He played 2 years in the NFL. I don't think he was
six-time
in contention for the MVP, either one of them.
6-time Super Bowl MVP. And he goes, old Johnny calls him up, says, man, I got a job for you. And this man jumped on it.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to me. You got that kind of money?
Yeah.
You ain't doing this
He would
shit.
have nothing less. If you haven't played at least 2
Fuck.
years in the NFL,
I don't
you're
want
definitely
you.
not cutting my
Don't
grass.
even touch my driveway.
Yeah.
Don't look at it.
don't
Look the other
pull
way
up.
when you drive by.
Exactly.
Fuck you.
Exactly.
Fucking peasants.
I just pulled the U.S. economy out of the hole.
You're welcome.
Or put it farther in the hole.
Yeah, who knows?
Depending on which side you land.
That's true.
That's the $1,200, Jaquina.
Damn.
It gets brutal here. Y'all come on down. Just look for the really nice cut lawn. How'd it look after he did that, though?
Look great.
Look like $1 million?
Look like an NFL stadium.
Nothing but the best for you, John. That's a quote from Life. Or God, which, the same thing. Nothing but the best for you. All of it. The one shortfall in John's life is he bought a used car.
That's right.
That's the dip in that
dip.
Yeah.
The only dip.
That's my washer and dryer.
You're taking it well too. I mean, a lot better than I fucking did. I'll tell you that. I didn't take it well. I called somebody at the edge of this table, pissed. You will not believe this shit. Oh man. Well,
Ready to
if
wrap
nobody
it
else
up?
wants to cut grass, we ought to get back out.
All right. You ready?
It's always too
Yeah.
short, isn't it?
Well, thanks for listening. The couple of you.
Both of you.
Both
If
of you.
anybody's got any extra money, send it that address.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that address, that'd be a real thing.
He'll take some detergent
It'll help
also
him a
if you
lot.
got it for that new washer and dryer.
You stop off and get a can of Grizzly. That'd be great.
All right.
Hey guys, thanks for having me again. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. We'll have you back.
Really.
You as well, John.
Thank y'all.
Oh,
I enjoyed
fuck
it.
him.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, fuck it. He needs to put some money in this fucking thing.
Yeah,
before
no
we do it.
shit.
I'll bring an NFL player next time.
Better fucking table or something.
As long as the grass looks good.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Fuck me.